everyone, it's Tammy, and today I'm going to make this card with y'all. I just thought it was really cute. It's using a stamp set called Fishing Hole by Hello Bluebird, and I do not have the dies to go with it, so that means we get to fussy cut. I have some leftover pieces from others that I have cut out up here, and then I also have used a die it's a background die called Making Waves from Mama Elephant, and it created this neat wave pattern, and I'm going to put that on the top of this blue card to kind of give it the water, and then I have a piece of white cardstock that I can put in the inside. So I haven't done any of that yet, and I wanted to fussy cut all of these out with you guys because I know that some of you think that fussy cutting is overwhelming, and sometimes I can totally see that, but I just kind of want to go through it and show you how quickly you can do this. It's really not, it's not going to take as long as you might think it's going to take. I'm always surprised that, you know, I'm like, oh gosh, I'm done already? It just doesn't take that long, and it's kind of fun sometimes. So I don't know. I just thought I would do the whole thing with you. We can kind of chat. I don't know what. One of you guys, it would be nice if you picked a topic, but you guys just don't even talk. Sometimes what I like to do is cut the pieces out because sometimes it's easier to cut one thing out at a time. If I'm cutting one item, let's say I'm going to try to cut, let's just do it, this cat's tail. When I have it attached to all the other stuff, sometimes it's a little harder to cut it. My scissors might get caught on a piece, or it's just not always easy. Now this one, of course, didn't cause me any problem, but sometimes they do. So I, most of the time, end up cutting them all out individually so that I can just cut one thing out at each little block, but I don't know. That's just my own opinion. So when you are fussy cutting though, I think the biggest saver for me has just been that I learned to hold my scissors still and move the paper. And that makes it so much easier, and you have so much more control rather than trying to move the scissors around the object. This one is the fishing line, so it's kind of a funny one to cut. And I like rounded edges rather than like blunt square edges, so I can do that. And then also when you're fussy cutting, you also have control over how close you make it to your object, how much white space you show. So that's kind of a fun thing too. Depending on, sometimes I like them to be a little closer cut than other times. And this is kind of what I'm talking about when you get, my scissors were going like this and it kind of just messes it up. So I like to cut them out individually so I don't get that kind of effect. Of course this one is cut out individually, but that's still there. But you know what I mean. Come on. I am going to cut this part a little closer because he is sitting on the boat. So I want these to be cut a little closer. I did color everything. I used a lot of my glitter markers just because I wanted to, I don't know, I wanted to give him a little pizzazz, even though I was second guessing it a little bit. If I give this as a masculine card, you know, are they gonna like it? But then I figured, you know what, it's okay. It's a card. This one's kind of harder to cut, but it's cute. I'm telling you how easy it is, but I'm just pointing out, I mean, it's really not hard. I'm just pointing that out because I am trying to show you. Cute little kitty. And I guess if I were to err on a side, I don't know, I wouldn't even, never mind. I just like a little bit of white space around my image most of the time, but if you don't want it, then don't put it there. But I will say that if you start not doing it, it's, in my opinion, it looks better if you do all of them the same way. So keep that in mind. I don't know how to color a duck. I kind of colored him funny. When I'm looking at him, I'm like, I don't even know if that looks right, but it doesn't look awful. It doesn't look totally off, so I'm leaving it. All these little fish and stuff, they're really easy to cut out, but there's a lot of them. But you know, that's part of why I'm showing you, because I want you to see just how easy these are. It's not bad at all. But when you think about all of the ones that you have to cut out, at least for me, I go, oh gosh, I don't want to cut out all those. Where are my dies? But honestly, it's not that big of a deal. So I try not to worry about if I have the die or not. I mean, sometimes if I don't have the die and I feel like I would like to have it, I'll do a kind of a card style that doesn't require die cuts. I can just stamp on the card or whatever, but honestly, most of the time, it doesn't matter. I pick whatever I want according to the stamp set, and if I have the die, fine. If I don't, fine. Sometimes even, rarely, but sometimes if I have the die, I don't even use it. I'd say that's the least way that I do it, but it is true. So you really don't have to have the die for sure. I think I hear my husband getting up. It's early Sunday morning. It's 5 o'clock. I've been up for a few hours already, or maybe not a few, a couple hours already. Since about 2:30. I know, I got up really early because I went to sleep really early. I don't even know, I was just dead tired. So maybe I'll take a snappy nap later today, I don't know. Right now I'm pretty up. And I've had a cup of coffee. I'm actually finishing it. I just have a little bit left, and then I'll get another cup for sure. And I had a cup of water this morning. When I get up that early, I don't like to have coffee right away in case I want to fall back asleep. Not that it usually does anything, but it kind of wastes a cup of coffee. So I try to have like water or something like that. Sometimes I'll have Kool-Aid, but today it was just water. And I'm kind of a weirdo, I guess. I like hot water. And then if it gets cold, it's no big deal. It's still just water, so I don't mind that. I don't really mind if my coffee gets cold either most of the time, but in the morning I like it to be warm. And in the winter I like for it to be warm. See, look, we're almost done. I mean, seriously, it does not take a ton of time. Feeling my husband is singing upstairs. That's kind of scary. Maybe he's singing to the dogs. I doubt that you can hear him, but oh, he's definitely singing. At least he's in a good mood this morning. 5 o'clock. Pretty funny. So all done. So I don't know how long that took, but I don't think it took very long at all. Isn't that neat? I mean, seriously, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I know I get excited over silly things sometimes, but that's pretty exciting to me. Oh, this is hopefully not going to be too clogged, I guess. I thought for a minute it was, but it looks like it's stuck on the pen and not on the lid. So, oh yeah, it's working great. So I'm just putting this background page around, or glue around this page. I'm not going to put it on the waves or between the waves because I'm going to use the waves as a way, ooh, I think that's upside down. Yeah. As, I'll show you. I don't know what I'm trying to say, how to say it. Like I use the waves to put things in, which is what I think that it's intended for, but it's not like I'm some smarty who came up with a new idea. I told my friend Tracy, I'm like, I don't think I've ever had a unique idea. I mean, honestly, they say everything that's been thought or has been thought has been done before. It's just a new to me kind of thing. I had a friend say that to me once too. It's not a new problem, it's a new to you problem. And I thought, oh, that's a neat way to think about it. I used the back of a piece of paper that I had, like scrap paper. So I'm just going to put my little boat here. And I did all of these flat. I did not pop dot anything. I just left it all flatsy-ratsy this time. So here's where I cut him close over here so that he could sit on the boat. And I'm going to put this over here. Here he comes. I don't know if you guys can hear him. So I'm just going to put this, I'm trying to talk over him, here with the little hook hanging down so that the little fish can go swimming around the hook. So I'm going to stick some of them in the waves. I'm videoing, babe. So they kind of stick out like that. And oh goodness, I can't get that one open. I know it is because I didn't close it. There it goes. There we go. And I put the little duck over here on the first card. I think I'll do that again. I liked the little duck, even though I wasn't sure if that kind of looked like he was in the water. I don't know. I mean, he is in the water, but Mr. Duck Duck. Put one of those a little higher than the other one. And then I would usually pop dot some of these just because I like the way that looks. But when I was doing this one, I was thinking of sending it in the mail, and I thought, you know what, this would probably be a little easier to send in the mail if everything were flat. And it's kind of neat with the little waves behind it, so I'm not going to use the rock. Oops. And I'm not going to use these flowers or the toadstools, so I'll put those over there when they come up. And then the little cat, I kind of liked him. And I kind of tried to color him like my cats, black and white. And here's a little jumping fish. There's two more fish and a little dragonfly. I think I'll use them all. Why not, right? And then I'm going to put the dragonfly. Where do I want him? I think I want him over here this time. And that's that. So I don't know. It feels like this was pretty quick. I guess I'll see when I look and see how long the video took. But I mean, I cut out all of those different elements and made the card in short time, it feels like. So I hope that you guys liked it. I hope that gave you some incentive to try it yourself and to do a little fussy cutting. And yeah, I guess that's that. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.